Well, the Ministry of Health have given us an expectation that we could start to roll out in southern DHB between January 2018 and June 2018. So the next two DHBs to roll out will be Wairarapa and Hutt Valley in 2017, and then we're in the next phase of rollout after that. Well, the first challenge is knowing what resource will be available to do it. I mean, lots of DHBs have worked very hard within the capacity they have, and we've indicated to the Ministry of Health what Southern DHB might require to provide bowel screening through the public health system. But the Minister has announced the $39 million package, and it's not clear at this point how much of that will be distributed to the individual DHBs to provide the resource that we think we're required to do it. None at all. We've certainly had some extra funding to train a nurse endoscopist, but nurse endoscopist will not be part of bowel screening. It will free up the more proficient endoscopists to do bowel screening. But a training program for a nurse endoscopist is at least 5 years, so we won't have somebody in place by January 2018. Well, we know from the Piper data that Dr. Jackson from the Department of Oncology reported last year that a significant number of patients who present at the moment have advanced disease. And by introducing a bowel screening program, it will be the single most important intervention that we can offer that can reduce the impact and the burden of bowel cancer in this part of the world. So we anticipate that we would identify about 60 to 80 people in the southern region who will have a diagnosis of bowel cancer made earlier by participating in a bowel screening program compared to if there wasn't one. That doesn't include all those individuals who will have polyps picked up, and in the bowel screening pilot, about 50% of those who tested positive and came forward for colonoscopy had evidence of polyps. Yes, we all know, it's well publicised, that the rates of bowel cancer in South Canterbury, Otago and Southland are some of the highest in the world, particularly amongst women. So it's very important that we address this seriously, and we'll do everything in our power to make sure that we can offer bowel screening through the public system. I only have responsibility for the endoscopy aspect of bowel screening. There are lots of other parts involved. Patients require imaging afterwards with CT scans or MRI scans. We require surgeons and we require theatre space. We require administration staff to do all the administration around bowel screening. So they're the things that may create bottlenecks in the system, both here and elsewhere. But until we know what the Ministry of Health is offering and what resources are available, it's very difficult to tell you today what this will look like. It will look very similar to the Waitemata project, but we won't have as much money spent on us as they had spent in Waitemata.